Hi there, students. To press home an advantage, to press home your advantage, to press home one's advantage. Okay, this is to use an advantage that you already have in the best and most efficient way possible in order to succeed, to be successful. So you have an advantage and you press that advantage home. For example, my team were 1 goal down, but the opposing team had a player sent off. So let's see if we can press home our advantage, 11 players to 10, and score a couple of goals and win the match. So this is talking about using an advantage that you have you've already gained in order to succeed completely. Will our enemies use the event of the king's death to press home their advantage? This is using an advantage, pressing it home to succeed completely. It's about making the best possible use of an advantage, to maximize your current advantage, to maximize your current position of strength. So yeah, you press home an advantage. After winning the first 3 games in the tennis match, I pressed home my advantage by aggressively attacking my opponent's weaknesses. In the business world, it's important to press home your advantage when you have a competitive edge in the market. Okay, so you're pressing home your advantage. You're pushing it to get the very best out of it, to gain further advantage from a situation in which you're already better, stronger, more successful. The enemy is in retreat. Let's press home our advantage and kill them all. Once I realized that my opponent was getting tired, that I had better fitness than him, I pressed home my advantage and defeated him decisively. Okay, so you're pressing home your advantage. You're pushing as hard as possible. You're using an advantage you already have to win completely. Yet to capitalize on an advantage that you've already gained. So, with the political party in total disarray, he was the only person who didn't have his reputation sullied or dirtied, sullied to dirty. So he pressed home his advantage and became the leader of the party. With the opposition party in the middle of a terrible scandal, the opposition won the election. They pressed home their advantage. So to make good use of the fact that you're in a stronger position over your opponent, over your enemy. So once the unions realized that the management was weak, they pressed home their advantage and asked for pay rises for all of their members. So pressing home an advantage is using your advantage to the best possible way to exploit your advantage, to ensure that you are successful, that you are completely successful. After taking a lead in the game, they continue to press home their advantage and widen the gap. The negotiator realized that he was in a position of strength and pressed home his advantage to get a more favorable deal. The company leading the market is actively pressing home its advantage to dominate its competitors. Okay, so if you're pressing home an advantage, you're you're using this advantage to the best possible, in the best possible way. Formality, to press home an advantage. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5. Maybe I think I'm going to give it a 5. I think you could probably use it anywhere. So, to press home one's advantage. Bye for now.